What's Spotty got to do?
What?
Yo, what's going on, guys? Dangerous Gaming back again with another... Actually, this is our first or second discussion video. I can't remember. I think it's our second. Actually, yeah, because I posted the other one, I think, before this. Depending on what I did, I just actually announced these new series, the two new series. Definitely go check that out. It was a quick video just introducing the new series. But this episode of... I think I'm just going to call it Topic and Discussion, or just Discussions. I'm not sure what I'll title it. I'm going to talk about a topic that maybe not a lot of people are really into, but it's something that I've been curious about for a while. And that is, if you're a fan of the Kick-Ass movies, or the Kick-Ass comics, they made two movies. Where's the third one? That is what I've been wondering. I've been wondering that for a while, and I've done some research, so I figured I'd just talk to you guys about it. And I'm sure that anybody that is watching this video is Kick-Ass fans and wants to know if there will be a third movie. So the first Kick-Ass came out in 2010. It garnered almost $100 million in the box office. That's pretty good for the type of film, obviously, that it was. It wasn't a very highly anticipated film because, I mean, nobody really knew who Kick-Ass was. I didn't know who he was. And then when I watched it, I wanted to read the comics. I still haven't. I'm planning to, though. I do really want to read the comics. And it was a really great movie. I loved it. Nicolas Cage was amazing in it. Aaron Taylor Johnson, Chloe Grace Moretz, just an awesome cast. I mean, it's like I never knew those guys before except for Nicolas Cage. Christopher Mintz was also in it. He was Red Mist in the first one. And I loved it. It's one of my favorite movies to date still. I mean, I just love superhero movies, and I love those that really, they swear and they're fucking violent as hell. Like Deadpool. That's why I love Deadpool so much, along with Kick-Ass. But the second Kick-Ass was never really planned. It was kind of like, I mean, there was comics. The comics are actually labeled Kick-Ass 1, 2, and 3. The volumes actually, just in a series of comics for the issues, they're actually put into volumes for 1, 2, and 3. So there is a comic like storyline for number 3. That's why I'm kind of curious why they haven't renewed it, just to give a nice conclusion. But I'll get into that in a second. The second thing I was going to talk about is Kick-Ass 2 came out in 2013. And it garnered about $60 million. So, I mean, obviously you want to go nowhere but up when you're doing a series of a movie. You know, like Star Wars always went up. Just series of movies like that. You guys can think of many, I'm sure, but Star Wars is a good example. And Aaron Taylor Johnson was quoted as saying that he was not signed on to do 2 movies, but he loved the character so much he went ahead and did 2. A year ago, this has been I don't know. It's kind of hard because there's 3-year time frames in between the two Kick-Asses. So I mean, this would be about the time that the third one should have come out, but it hasn't even been announced. And that is because this is the main reason. I liked the second one. I really did. I liked both of them. I know the second one obviously wasn't as good. It didn't have that feel. It missed Nicolas Cage. I wish he was in it somehow. I don't know. Came back from the dead. Whoa. Choked on something. Anyway, it missed Nicolas Cage, I think, was the main point of it, and it also missed Matthew Vaughn, the director of the first one, who did an amazing job, and they switched him out with somebody else. I can't remember his name. I didn't actually write it down, but Matthew Vaughn was an awesome director, and he did really well with the first Kick-Ass, and I think that's where the second one lacked. It wasn't actually a bad story. Like I said, I love the story. I feel like they set it up for a third one, I think, anyway. I mean, obviously, spoilers if you're watching this. I mean, I'm sure me talking about Kick-Ass 3, there's obviously spoilers. But, when the motherfucker or Red Mist, Christopher Mintz, dies at the end of the second one, and, they have the team at the end, and they showed, like, Hit Girl going off and doing her own thing, they set it up for a third one, mainly about Hit Girl. And that's what I was really excited about. I love Kick-Ass. I love the character. Aaron Taylor Johnson's amazing. But I wanted to see them really explore Hit Girl some more. And that's what Chloe Grace Moretz was quoted as saying. She said she would love to explore her character, Hit Girl, more. She would like to go in-depth, more of a darker, more in-depth Hit Girl. And that's what she was quoted as saying. But Aaron Taylor Johnson, a year ago, Like I said, this has been an ongoing thing for a while. He said there are no plans for Kick-Ass 3 at the moment, but anything could happen. I don't think it's going to happen. I hope it does, man. I hope there's a Kick-Ass 3, but I do not think it's going to happen just because, I mean, if there was another one even in sight or even in somewhat of a view, I'm pretty sure they would have came out and said there's a strong possibility there could be a Kick-Ass 3, or there is a possibility. They haven't even come out and said that. None of the actors, though all of the actors have said, or most of them, I don't think there really is any that have said they don't want to come back. A lot of them have said they are willing to come back. Aaron Taylor Johnson said it. Chloe Grace Moretz said it. Christopher Mintz said it, even though he died. But, flashbacks, all that stuff, I don't know. All of them said that they would love to return, including the two main cast members in Aaron Taylor Johnson and Chloe Grace Moretz. Obviously, Aaron Taylor Johnson has accomplished a lot since Kick-Ass. He's been in Godzilla and Avengers. He was amazing in Avengers, I think. I never watched Godzilla. I was never really into it. Never watched the old ones either. But, I know, I'm going to get ridiculed for that. For the whatever amount of people that watch this, who knows. Not a lot of people are Kick-Ass fans. So for the few people maybe watching this, and are Kick-Ass fans, I mean, there is hope for one. Though I still really don't think it's going to happen. Like I said, I really do. I want it to happen. I do want there to be a Kick-Ass 3. I feel like it would be a great story. I think they should wrap it up, is really what I think they should do. I hate it when, just franchises in general, even if the second movie was a bust or wasn't as good as you thought it would be, there's always people that like the movies. There's always people that like where the story was headed, even if most critics or most people don't like the movie and didn't get good reviews or whatever. There's still fans out there that want to see a satisfying conclusion. And that is what and I'm sure a lot of people that love Kick-Ass want to see, is a thrilling conclusion to Kick-Ass. I mean, they release a third one, that's it. Then that's a saga. That's 1 through 3. Everybody would be happy, I would say. Even if it gets bad reviews, it would still be a final chapter to Kick-Ass that would probably close it on a good note. And the fact that everybody said they wanted to come back, it's obviously a money issue. I mean, Aaron Taylor Johnson is obviously going to be a little bit more expensive to actually make a movie with now that he is in more high-budget films. Kick-Ass was really kind of an unknown movie at the time. I mean, there was obviously people that did know about him, but $100 million at the box office, like I said, is good for the film that it was. It wasn't like Star Wars or Deadpool or anything like that. It wasn't even close to that. So, I mean, you're getting these low-priority actors that, are kind of just coming onto the scene, and now they're acting in more stuff. I mean, Chloe Grace Moretz is acting in Neighbors 2. She's been in a lot of movies. The Fifth Wave. Trying to think of a couple more she was in. I know there's a couple. That one, like, romance movie or something with her when she, like, dies and she's, like, having out-of-body experiences or something. She was in that. I mean, she's been doing a lot of stuff, as well as Aaron Taylor Johnson, obviously. Just to name a couple of titles, obviously, it was Godzilla and Avengers Age of Ultron. But there's just so many people that do want Kick-Ass, and I think that they could do it. It's just a matter of everybody deciding to do it. I mean, that's the bottom line, right? It's just everybody being able to actually make the film. I'm not sure what Aaron Taylor Johnson or Chloe Grace Moretz is doing at the moment. I know, actually, Chloe Grace Moretz is filming Neighbors 2. Actually, I think it's already done. I think it's coming out in the next month or something. I'm not sure when it comes out. But that looks funny as hell, too. But anyway, guys, that was kind of just kind of going over Kick-Ass. I know there's not a lot of people that do love Kick-Ass, so like I said, for the small percentage of people that maybe watch this, I did hope you guys enjoyed. I hope I gave you some information. It was really just my thought on it. I don't think it will happen. I hope it does. I just wish they would finish it out. The Amazing Spider-Man series, the Andrew Garfield, the first one, the second one, I hated they didn't make a third one. They weren't able to, do anything with it, and they weren't able to finish it out. So it's just an incomplete saga, and I hate that stuff. It sucks. I mean, the Star Wars films the prequels were ridiculed, the first two, but at least they finished it out. I mean, they had to, obviously, because, I mean, there was already 4, 5, and 6. But can you imagine if Star Wars stopped after the first two because it got bad reviews or something like that, or it didn't make as much. You'd have an incomplete saga. You go 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Would make no sense. And there probably wouldn't have been a seventh one. Not cheating. There wouldn't have been a seventh one if there wasn't a fucking third one. As I know that was rumored at one point. But anyway, guys, that's going to be the video. I did hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like and comment. Let me know what you thought. And, yeah, so bottom line, I don't think there will be a Kick-Ass 3. Like I said, I hope there will be. I really do. I really hope there will be a Kick-Ass 3. When it will come out, I don't know. It's starting to get to that point where you just got to accept there's not going to be a Kick-Ass 3. For anybody that is fans of the comic, just the comic, I'm sure you guys want to see a movie, but I'm sure you're satisfied reading the comics too. But, yeah, okay, I'm done. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Dangerous Army, I'm out.